Hey you guys, I'm back. So God told me the video that I was making on the beach, he wants me to elaborate a little bit and kind of add more into that. So the reason I say that, I came in with all the shells that I gathered, and I came and washed them and laid them out on a napkin. And while they were laid on a napkin, he showed me something else besides he was already pouring this into me while I was still on the beach. So I'm going to pause this, turn it around so you can see. Okay, so this is my little collection I gathered in my pocket. So as you can see, they're all different. They have their own, coloring pattern. But what I want you to pay attention to, what he was showing me, was you see these ones right here. They look very similar, right? So I was looking at them and I still kept picking them up because even though they look similar, they had something different and unique about each and every one. And I wanted all of them. I didn't want just one. Well, now I know why, because he's going to elaborate on that. Okay, so let's talk about what all that means. So each one of those shells has something a little bit different and unique about it. So God was sharing that we are the same way. God created each one of us with a specific purpose and a plan, right? So we each have certain characteristics pieced together that makes us who we are for his perfect will. Okay, so while we have mentors, right? Like even in the Bible, if you notice, there's always someone you identify with, someone who seems like you. There are mentors, the people that lead us, that guide us, that show us, right? But what happens is, and I know because I've done this in my own life, is we tend to idolize that person. We tend to want to be like them. We tend to want to mimic them, right? God is saying, don't do that. Yes, you look to them for advice. Yes, you look for their guidance. You let it inspire you to do better, to be better, right? But don't aspire to be exactly like that person, because you were never meant to be. You were created very uniquely. Yes, we may look similar. We have certain things about us that are similar, right? But you have specific things pieced together that create you. You are unique, important, right? And each one of us is important, So I'm looking at these shells and I'm like, what I just said, they're all beautiful, but they all look unique. And there was something about them that I just wanted them all. And that is what God is saying. It's the collaboration, right, of all of us. We may be similar because we're all meant to be in the image of God, to where we're going to look similar. We're going to walk like him, right? We're going to look more righteous as we transform, but we're still meant to be unique. We have unique characteristics to build his kingdom, okay? So don't look at the people around you and be like, okay, well, I'm not like them, or I'm not like that, or I'm not there yet, or whatever. No, that's okay. We also need to give ourselves time and grace as we transform. It's not an overnight process. So at the end, there's just so much of that, is that we are going to grow at our own pace. And we shouldn't look at each other and judge them for their journey. We shouldn't look at each other and condemn each other, okay? Because what God is doing in me, he might be doing something different in you in this season. The ultimate goal is that we're all like seeking God, doing the work, and looking more and more like him, right? It doesn't matter what sin we've laid down so far or what changes we made. We can't look at each other and be like, well, this is a sin and you're still doing it. No, God is saying, I will work that out of them in my due time when I see fit. There are some things that are more harmful to their soul than the one that you're condemning. And so he showed that with me, because I would beat myself up on certain things. And he showed me, he's like, if I took everything away from you at one time, it would kill you, literally. You can't handle that kind of crushing. It's already where you're bogged down and you're feeling so tired, as we talked about earlier, that the waves and the storms keep coming, right? But what it is because God is so good. He doesn't want to just take you out. He's going to come in waves. Oh, y'all, he's downloading as I'm saying it. It's going to come in waves. right? He's going to come, he's going to remove some stuff, and he's going to pull it and draw it back. And then he's going to come back and he's going to do more. We are like layers of an onion. It takes time to peel this back, y'all. What we did to ourselves is not done overnight. So we can't expect it to be gone overnight. God is so gentle, y'all. He is so merciful and so kind with the way he does these things for you, for the way he pulls sin off of you, the way that he transforms you. You need to trust him. You need to trust him in the season and not look around you at everybody else and be like, well, their prayer life's better than mine, or they're doing these things, they're leading this group, or they're doing this and they're doing that. No. Trust God to guide you through each and every step in each and every season. Ask him what you are meant to be doing. Ask him all these questions. We're so bad about going to somebody else into the world, looking up and asking. But sometimes we just got to sit with those things with God and ask him, what do you want me doing right now? What do you want me to do? Because a lot of times this is where a lot of hurt comes in too, because we look up to somebody and it's fine to look up to them, but then we may end up hurt by them not knowing that it's because we take everything personally, right? We're flesh and we get hurt so easy. But we got to realize that the people that are guiding you and that are teaching you, they carry a heavy load. They carry a lot. If they're teaching and they're ministering and they're doing different things, then they can't sit there constantly with each and every person. God calls them. They move according to what God tells them to do. And a lot of times it's to plant a seed and let God grow it. So what's bad is we keep going to that person, right? We keep, oh, help me with this, do whatever. And then when they don't at that moment that you need something or there's something going on, then you end up hurt by them because you thinking, oh, they don't care about me, they don't love me. That's not it, y'all. I need this reminder from myself. It's not it. And I say that because I am experiencing that as I'm teaching y'all, as I am doing these things, it is time consuming. It takes time. It does. And when you're carrying, people in higher levels, y'all, they face a lot of warfare. They face a lot. They have a lot of people coming to them for prayer and help and guidance. And look at yourself when you're helping somebody through something and realize what that does, the toll it can take sometimes. And you need to have your own cup refilled as well. So we can't look at somebody as our sole person for help, right? We can't make them an idol. We can't come to them for everything. We have to learn to go to God in things. Yes, iron sharpens iron. We are meant to commune together. We are meant to pull things from each other, but we're not meant to solely rely on one person, because that person is human and flesh and they make mistakes, and they have other things to do in their life too. Y'all know how busy life is. We all live a very busy life trying to juggle family, work, ministry, everything. So I needed that important reminder for myself, and I hope this helps someone else who's feeling, hurt by things, or just wanting to be like somebody else and feeling like I'm not good enough, or I didn't do this or whatever. No, you're right where you need to be at the right time. God's timing, God's will, it's perfect. It's perfect. We just need to trust in him and know that you are doing the steps. As long as you are continuing to seek him, as long as you are letting him guide you, he is putting you in the place and the time where he needs you to be. Just trust him, y'all. And I hope this helps somebody, and y'all have a blessed day.